three.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to talk about the cyberbullying. Now, our focus point is going to be that peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. Now, shall we introduce ourselves first? My name is Mu'tasim Arbawi. My matric number is 200046.
My name is Ilayalani Anak Kumpara Jendriran and my matric number is 192547.
My name is Yavinash Naidu Saravanakumar. My matrix number is 198543.
My name is Awad Ahmed Salman Al-Akbari. My matric number is 195629.
Before we dig into the discussion, I'll first give a background of the cyberbullying in general. Now, we all know we are dealing with this huge problem where cyberbullying is being exploited through the internet without it hitting our radar of conscious. Therefore, powerless users with low self-esteem are at a huge risk of being cyberbullied. To face this problem, we need from peers to take action on tackling these cyberbullies, and also because they're playing an important role of responsibility, I guess. Now, what are your viewpoints on this topic?
Yes, I think you're absolutely right. As I see it, peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying because peers are the people of your age or close to it. So, who have experience and interests similar to yours. You and your friends make dozens of decisions every day and you influence each other's choices and behaviors. So, I do think peers should take responsibility in tackling cyberbullying.
Thank you, Ilayalani. But I would like to disagree with your point, saying that peers are the best remedy to tackle cyberbullying. In my opinion, I would like to say that parents are the most important person that plays a vital role in ensuring that their children does not become a victim of cyberbullying. Let me share with you an information which I picked from an article from Malay Mail on the 27th of October 2018, stating that Malaysia has been ranked as the second worst country in Asia for cyberbullying, and a whopping percentage of 23% of Malaysian parents believe that their child between the age of 8 to 18 are victims of cyberbullying. So it is very clear that parents with the children of the age category of 8 to 18 under the guidance of the parents can be saved from becoming victims of cyberbullying. Children at this age come back from school and they are safe under the guidance of the parents. They stay at home. They are under the total awareness of the parents. So let's say if one of the child is about to open a Facebook account, they are very naive. They do not know what information that they are sharing on the Facebook account. Usually when we open a Facebook account, we require to share our personal details. So as children, they wouldn't know that. They just share all the personal information because to them it's something very new and it's a new experience for them. So they get very excited. So at this point, I don't think so peer will play an important role, but parents can look into this and ensure that if their child were to have a Facebook account at right age, they share the right information at the right time.
I agree with what you're saying. May I add something to it?
Yes, please.
As you become more independent, your peers naturally play a greater role in your life. As school and other activities take you away from your home, you may spend more time with your peers than with your parents or siblings. So I do think that peers have the equal responsibility as parents to tackle cyberbullying in teenagers.
Yeah, I think peers should focus on them. Yes, I think peers should play an important role to protect their friends from cyberbullying. Like if you see one of your friends suffer of cyberbullying, you have to help him and advise him what to do, because that will affect on him on his health or feeling. So you should help him and advise him.
Well, yeah, I agree with both of them, and I agree with some of your points as well. But your main point is that the parents, they have more important role against the peers. Well, here's my disagreement in that. The peers have a mindset that is extremely eligible to the victims of the cyberbullying, and also they have the ability to enhance their confidence and also their low self-esteem, so they can have the courage to encounter the bully himself. That's my point.
I couldn't agree more with you, Muqtasim. That's a very good point you have there. But then, echoing to what you say, peers have the eligibility. But don't you think that the parents understand the child more compared to the peer?
Yeah, they do.
There are at certain cases where the peers can take advantage on the situation of the victim, where they can become a partner in bullying, a partner in crime, bullying the victim as well. Let me give you an example. I have a friend who was a victim of cyberbullying. They started to rant him on social media. So he did not have anybody to turn on. He went and asked his friend, asking him for help, saying that there are people who are doing like this to me on social media. You are a very well-versed person in social media, you know how to hack and stuff. So can you please help me to solve my problem? And the friend said, okay, no worries, I can help you. But you pay me 50 ringgit. That's what the friend said. As a school student, do you think that that particular student, my friend, could have afforded for that money? I don't think so. And he is in a very critical situation. He's desperate for help. He can't inform his parents also. They might be having a different perception on cyberbullying, and they might elevate the problem to a different level. So he didn't want to go there. He wanted to solve the problem easily. At the same time, the friend who's very well versed in social media, very well versed in internet and stuff, he can offer him help, but he's asking for a sum of money to do the job. So as a student, your mind will start to run and you will tend to get involved in other activities to get the money. You can steal because you are desperate, so you can start stealing, which will lead to other problems which are much more severe. So I still stand with my opinion saying that parents play a very, very important role in ensuring that their child does not become a victim of cyberbullying. What do you guys think?
Well, also, these victims of these cyberbullies, they spend more time with their peers. And what you mentioned before, that the peers can take advantage of the victim of the cyberbully, what you're talking about is a chance in a 1 in a million. What are peers? What is it? What are the peers? Peers are people who are very close to the victims that, for example, they've been their childhood friends. They can never betray them. So they will stand by their side no matter what. That's about it, in my opinion.
I agree with you, Muqtasim, because I feel like one will probably develop close friendship with some of their peers, and they may feel connected to them instead of their parents. Because since parents are always busy in their work, so peers are the people who are very close with a person. So they will usually find a peer instead of their parents. So I strongly believe that peers play an important role in tackling cyberbullying, because they are the ones who's going to solve their friend's problem by giving advice. That's all for me.
I think friend is more closer than parents, because you have the friends, they say everything to their friends. They don't say something to the parents because they are scared from them. So I think the friends is more better than parents. That's for me.
Yes. I think after listening to each and every opinion of yours, I think I can change my mind that peers do play an important role in tackling cyberbullying. As what you say, maybe teenagers might fear their parents or any adults because they might feel that how will they take this problem and how will they elevate this problem to another level. So maybe discussing this particular problem with a peer who you trust and you have the confidence in them will make the problem be solved much more smoother and make yourself also relieved from the problems. An initiative done by the Malaysian government creating a hotline service called R.H, where you can contact 24 hours, you can contact them and you can speak to them regarding not only cyberbullying but any types of bullying. But since we are focused on cyberbullying, they also offer you a particular service where you can share your information to them. You can tell them what is going on, who is bullying you on social media, and they can investigate and they can help you solve the particular problem. What do you think about this? Montasi?
I think it's very important role that these people, they do not have the courage to encounter the bully themselves. I think they need some sort of help to these hotlines that you mentioned. And also, the parents, they do not have full responsibility on them too. So these hotlines are a big help to them.
How about you, Awad? You have anything to say?
That's an interesting idea, but perhaps we should finish this point before moving to another.
Yes, she is right. We have decided more at this point, so we have to move on to a new point.
Yeah, I agree. Well, now we have decided, we have discussed about taking action, whether peers or the parents can help the victim himself. But have we thought about we take action against the cyberbully himself who is harassing other people online? What do you think on this topic?
I think that's a very good point. We taking action against the cyberbullying, the attacker himself, and I think this can curb the problems. But do you have any solution to support your opinion? Say, what kind of a method you want to use?
Well, if they are online, for example, using Twitter or Facebook, for example, there should be an option to report for harassment and can be sent to these to the development team at the company itself, so they can review the harassment and then to take legal action or might even suspend his account for some reason. In some cases.
That's a good idea.
Do you think that's a good idea, Awad?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Alright. So, do you all have anything else to add to this discussion?
I think we covered almost everything. Yeah.
So, overall, I would say that we have reached a consensus that peer support is very much important in curbing cyberbullying. Based on the points that we all have put forward, such as peers have the eligibility and the right mindset of the victim and the attackers, and like what Ilerani has said earlier,
Peers are the one who like parents
so as what Ilerani has said earlier, peers are the one that you spend more time compared to your parents when you are much more independent.
Yeah.
And as Awad has said, peers are closer to, you have confidence with each another, you have the trust with each other. When you get close to someone, you tend to share your problems with them and seek for solutions. And based on my point, I disagree with the topic, but after listening to each and every one of your opinions, I have also agreed that peers play an important role in ensuring cyberbullying victims are saved.
Yeah.
So, I think that is all for discussion today. We hope that this discussion will bear a fruitful result in the future, and this will also be a stepping stone in giving a solution to help cyberbullying victims. So, thank you very much
Thank you very much.
for joining
Thank
this
you very
discussion
much.
today, and have a great day.
Have a great
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You all smile. Okay.